Anna was jealous that her daughter was prettier than she was, so she buried her in a pile of flour. Luckily, her father Simon found her in time and saved Amy from suffocation. Simon and Anna had a big fight about it, but it made Anna feel that her daughter had taken away her husband's love for her, and her hatred for Amy deepened. When tying Amy's hair, Anna deliberately pulled hard and even used scissors to cut Amy's hair until she cut her forehead. Simon gives Amy the key to the family bakery to comfort her so that she can buy her favorite things with the money from the store. Amy was worried that her mom would find out and her dad would be scolded, so she only dared to take the money when the store was closed. But Amy was discovered by Anna. Anna thought Amy was stealing money and beat her. To stop Amy from resisting, she knocked her out with a wooden stick. When Simon arrived, Amy had been seriously injured and was buried in a flour mound as a corpse. After that, Simon wanted to prevent Anna from hurting his daughter again. He put Amy in foster care with his aunt. In order to overcome the shadow of her mother's abuse, Amy chose to become a police officer when she grew up, and she finally dared to come home to see her mom. But Anna had already been institutionalized by her family. The violence she inflicted on Amy was due to a mental disorder. Amy was no longer afraid to face her mother in bondage. She finally chose to make peace with the pain of the past and move on with her life. In American prisons, the mouths and buttocks of 800 inmates are sewn together to form a long human centipede. The inmates eat and defecate on the centipede. The warden of this prison is a pervert. He tied the prisoner to a table and covered his face with a towel. Then he poured boiling water on the prisoner's face. Just because he cursed the warden, the torture caused the prisoner to scream and his face was completely disfigured. Most of the inmates in this prison had bad attitudes and short tempers, and were very difficult to manage. At first, the warden's punishment was to sterilize them. This psychopathic warden was obsessed with testicles. He had the chef take the cut-off balls and make them into Western food for his own enjoyment. But this also increased the prison's medical costs. The assistant proposed to connect the prisoners' heads and buttocks together to make a human centipede for easy and uniform management. The warden agreed. He used a tranquilizer gun to anesthetize the inmates one by one and sent someone to drag them into the operating room. Those prisoners who had cursed the warden were removed from their limbs and then connected to each other. The governor came to visit the prison. The warden took him to the playground. A huge centipede appeared on the ground. The prison has never been so quiet. The warden then shows the governor the benefits of the operation. When a prisoner is released, he has only a few pinhole scars on his mouth, so he's guaranteed to survive, and the scars serve as a reminder and a warning. The governor couldn't accept such cruelty. After scolding the warden, he left in anger. This woman is the last human being in the universe. She's had 708 plastic surgeries, turning herself into a skin with only 5 features. Her name is Cassandra. To keep her skin moist, she needs to spray water every 2 minutes. This is the world in 5 billion years. Today is the day the Earth explodes. Cassandra invited all the rich people in the universe to come to the space station to watch the Earth explode. The invited guests include men with big faces, aliens from Mars, and tree people from the plant family, and all kinds of weird-looking rich people. Meanwhile, a group of mechanical spiders have snuck onto the station. They open the windows.
Sun filter descending. Internal temperature 47 degrees.
The station is in chaos. Doctor Who grabs one of the spiders and sends it back to his master. The spider stops at Cassandra's feet. It turns out she's the one behind all this. Cassandra wants to use the party to kidnap and ransom the rich and powerful. Seeing that the plot is broken, Cassandra uses teleportation to disappear from the scene. Doctor Who is a Time Lord. He reverses the teleportation process and pulls her back. Due to the dry conditions, Cassandra's skin dried out quickly. Eventually, Cassandra cracks open into pieces. There are only 5 minutes left before the Earth explodes. The Doctor rushes back to the control room and deciphers the code, successfully isolating the heat from the station. Finally, he uses time travel to return to Earth 5 billion years ago.